Assalamu alaikum. To Kill a Mockingbird review. Chapter 1. Scout Finch. Scout Finch is the main character as well as the narrator. As she grows up in Maycomb, she begins to understand why her father tries so hard to do the right thing. Atticus Finch. Atticus is a model, loving person who works as the local lawyer and as a single parent tries to raise his children with honor and respect to their individualism. He is well known related to each and every family in Maycomb, either by blood or by marriage. Dill Harris. Dill is Scott and Jim's best friend, and he promises Scout that they will marry someday. He lives in the Meridian and only comes to Maycomb during the summertime. He is a scrawny, intelligent boy with white blonde hair, brilliant blue eyes, and is very much a dreamer. Dill becomes just as obsessed with making Boo Radley come out of Radley's house. Jim Finch. Jim is Scott's older brother. He especially finds it hard to grapple with the town's prejudice in light of the fact that Tom Robinson is most certainly innocent. As he gets older, he finds his own way to come to terms with the town he lives in and the people around him. He always looks out for Scout and saves her life the night they are attacked. California. California is the Finch's cook, black nanny, and is a mother figure to Scout and Jim. She is stern but loving underneath, and tries hard to keep Scout on the straight and narrow. Tom Robinson. Tom is the black man accused of beating and raping Mayella away. His left arm is crippled from an accident that happened when he was a child, making it a physical impossibility that he beat the young woman. Her attacker used their left arm exclusively. He is married with children and is very nice and soft-spoken. Arthur Boo Radley. Boo Radley lives on the same street as Jim and Scout, but he never comes out of his house. He and his family are religious people, but they never went to church. They are isolated from the town either by means of hatred, by means of religion, or reasonably mysterious. Rumors were told that when Boo was a child, he stabbed his father in his leg by scissors, pulled it out, wiped them on his pants, and continued his activities. He was accused when he was a teenager because of having trouble with the law. Miss Stephanie Crawford, a neighborhood school, big-mouthed woman who was giving many rumors and false stories about the Radley's family. The summer has just started. Scott is 6 and Jim is 10, and they have just discovered a boy hiding in their next-door neighbor's turnip greens. He is a scrawny kid whose name is Dill, and the three become instant friends. Dill started giving many stories about the Radley's family. As summer progresses and favorite games became old hat, Scott, Jim, and Dill become obsessed with making Boo Radley come out. Boo Radley lives up the street from Scout and Jim. Inside Radley's house lived a malevolent phantom, and legend has it that he never comes out of his house. Any small crimes or mysterious happenings in town are said to be his work, and the Negro wouldn't pass the Radley's place at night. The kids were fed up from these stories. They wanted to check out what's going on, so their first idea consists of a dare between Dill and Jim. He must run to Radley house, touch it, and run back. Then he will be prized the book The Grey Ghost at the end of the chapter 1.
At the beginning of chapter 2, Dill returns back to Meriden as summer ends. Scout is eager to go to school. Jim accompanies her on her first day. Scout's teacher is Miss Caroline Fisher, a foreigner. Miss Fisher starts reading stories and writing the alphabets, but the kids don't seem to interact, not because they're geniuses, but because most of them are repeating their first grade. Miss Fisher is dissatisfied by Scout's ability to read well and accuses Atticus, who taught the narrator to read, to call Scout no good. Scout, complaining, accosts Jim, but he explains that Miss Fisher is part of an educational reform in school. Bored, Scout starts writing a letter cursively to Dill. Miss Fisher again scolds her, stating that first graders only print and cursive isn't taught till third grade. At lunchtime, Miss Fisher noticed that all the kids had lunch except Walter Cunningham. By good means, she offers him a quarter for lunch, but he refuses it. Scout approached the teacher and told her that he's a Cunningham. As an outsider, Miss Fisher didn't get the meaning behind the title. However, Scout explained that Cunninghams don't take what they can't return. The narrator recalls when Walter's father paid her dad with some coins instead of money. Finding difficulty in comprehending Scout's explanation, the teacher pats Scout's hand with a ruler and asks her to stand in the corner. As an explanation to Chapter 2, the narrator's first school day provides sharp social commentary on the theme of children and education, one of the book's most important themes. The rigid rules demanded by Miss Caroline's method of teaching are shown to be insufficient and irrational. Scout seems to displease her teacher simply because she can read and write cursively. Scout is frustrated by her inability to understand why her teacher acts as she does, and why her teacher disfavors her well-intentioned actions. Scout's interaction with her teacher sets a pattern for the book and for the basic development of Scout as a character. Whether dealing with adults or with children, Scout always means well, and her nature is essentially good. Her mistakes are honest mistakes. Thank you.